Hello, my name is Ashish Ulgavi. I am working as Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sharad Institute of Technology College of Engineering, Yatram, Itzelganji. I am welcome to all in the lecture of kinematics. In last video, we have covered concept of projectile motion and problems on motion of body projected horizontally. Today, in video number 8, we are going to cover problems on inclined projection on level ground and projection on inclined plane. Motion of a projectile. Consider a particle projected upwards from a point O at an angle alpha with horizontal with an initial velocity of u meter per second as shown in figure. Now, resolving this velocity into its vertical and horizontal components, we get vertical component v is equal to u sin alpha and horizontal component h is equal to u cos alpha. We know that vertical component u sin alpha is subjected to retardation due to gravity. The particle will reach maximum height when the vertical component becomes 0. After this, the particle will come down due to gravity and this motion will be subjected to acceleration due to gravity. The horizontal component u cos alpha will remain constant since there is no acceleration or retardation by neglecting air resistance. The combined effect of horizontal and vertical component will be to move the particle along some path in the air and then particle falls on the ground at point A other than the point of projection O as shown in figure. Let u be the velocity of projection and alpha be the angle of projection with the horizontal. Therefore, we have time of flight of a projection on the horizontal plane. We have a formula t is equal to twice u sin alpha divided by g. We also have a formula horizontal range of a projection r is equal to u square sin twice alpha divided by g. Please note that for given velocity of a projectile, the range will be maximum when sin alpha is equal to 1. Therefore, we know that twice alpha is equal to 90 degree or alpha is equal to 45 degree. Or horizontal range will be maximum, that is r max is equal to u square divided by sin of u square sin 90 divided by g. Therefore, we know that sin of 90 is equal to 1. Therefore, we get maximum horizontal range r max is equal to u square divided by g. And we also have a formula maximum height of a projection on horizontal plane is h is equal to u square sin square alpha divided by twice g. First problem. A projectile is fired upward at an angle of 30 degree with a velocity of 40 meter per second. Calculate the time taken by the projectile to reach the ground after the instant of firing. In this problem, a projectile is fired at an angle of 30 degree with a velocity of 40 meter per second. Therefore, given entities are angle of projection with horizontal alpha is equal to 30 degree and velocity of projection u is equal to 40 meter per second. Therefore, we know that time taken by the particle to reach the ground after the instant of firing t is equal to, we have formula t is equal to twice u sin alpha divided by g. By putting all these values, we get t is equal to 4.08 seconds. Therefore, answer of this problem, the time taken by the projectile to reach the ground is equal to 4.08 seconds. Now, second problem. A ball is projected upward with a velocity of 15 meter per second at an angle of 25 degree with the horizontal. What is the horizontal range of the ball? In this problem, a ball is projected upwards with a velocity of 15 meter per second at an angle of 25 degree with the horizontal. Therefore, given entities are velocity of projection u is equal to 15 meter per second and angle of projection with horizontal alpha is equal to 25 degree. Therefore, we know that horizontal range of the ball r is equal to, we have a formula u square sin twice alpha divided by g. By putting all these values, all these given values in this equation, we get r is equal to 17.6 meter. Therefore, answer of this problem, horizontal range of the ball r is equal to 17.6 meter. Now next problem, if a particle is projected inside a horizontal tunnel which is 5 meter height with a velocity of 60 meter per second, find the angle of projection and the greatest possible range. In this problem, a particle is projected inside a horizontal tunnel which is 5 meter height with a velocity of 60 meter per second. Therefore, given entities are height of tunnel h is equal to 5 meter and velocity of projection u is equal to 60 meter per second. First of all, we will find angle of projection. Let alpha be the angle of projection. Therefore, we know that height of tunnel h is equal to u square sin square alpha divided by g. By putting all these values, we get sin square alpha is equal to 0.0272. Therefore, we get alpha is equal to 9.5 degree. Therefore, answer of this problem, angle of projection alpha is equal to 9.5 degree. Now we will find greatest possible range. We know that greatest possible range R max is equal to u square sin 2 alpha divided by g. By putting above values in this equation, we get R is equal to 119.6 meter. Therefore, answer of this problem, angle of projection alpha is equal to 9.5 degree and greatest possible range R is equal to 119.6 meter. Next problem, a projectile is aimed at a mark on the horizontal plane through the point of projection. It falls 12 meters short when the angle of projection is 15 degree, while it overshoots by mark of 24 meters when the same angle is 45 degree. Find the angle of projection to hit the mark. Assume no air resistance. In this problem, a projectile is aimed at a mark on the horizontal plane through the point of projection. It falls 12 meters short when angle of projection is 15 degree and it overshoots by 24 meters when the angle of projection is 45 degree. Therefore, given entities of this problem, when angle of projection, we will find angle of projection. First of all, when angle of projection with the horizontal alpha 1 is equal to 15 degree, therefore horizontal range r1 is equal to r minus 12 degree, r minus 12 meter. And when angle of projection with horizontal alpha 2 is equal to 45 degree, then horizontal range overshoots, therefore horizontal range r2 is equal to r plus 24 meter, where r is the horizontal range. Let u be the velocity of projection and alpha be the angle of projection to hit the mark. We know that the horizontal range of projection when alpha is equal to 15 degree, we know that r is equal to u square sin 2 alpha divided by g. Therefore, that equation becomes r1 is equal to u square sin twice alpha 1 divided by g. By putting given entities in this equation, we will get equation number 1 as r minus 12 is equal to u square into 0.5 divided by g. Similarly, we have equation r is equal to u square sin 2 alpha divided by g. By considering case second, we will get that equation. That equation becomes r2 is equal to u square sin 2 alpha 2 divided by g. By putting given entities of case second, we get r plus 24 is equal to u square divided by g. We will call this as equation second. Dividing equation 1 by 2, we get r is equal to 48 meter. Substituting the value of r in equation 1, we get u square is equal to 36 into twice g is equal to 72 g. We also know that the horizontal distance between the point of projection and the mark r is equal to u square divided by sin twice alpha divided by g. By putting the above values in this equation, we get twice alpha is equal to 41.8 degree. Therefore, alpha is equal to 20.9 degree. Therefore, answer of this problem, angle of projection alpha is equal to angle of projection alpha to hit the target is equal to alpha is equal to 20.9 degree. Next point, projection on inclined plane. Consider a projectile projected from O on an upward inclined plane OA. Let projectile strikes at point B as shown in figure. Let U be the initial velocity of projection, alpha be the angle of projection with horizontal, beta be the angle of beta be the inclination of plane OA with horizontal, R be the horizontal range of flight from O to B, and T be the time of flight from O to B. Therefore, we have an equation time of flight of a projectile on an inclined plane T is equal to twice U sine of alpha minus beta divided by G into cos of beta. Please note that when projectile is projected on downward inclined plane, the time of flight may be found out by substituting minus beta instead of plus beta in the above equation. Therefore, time of flight in this case will become T is equal to twice U sine of alpha plus beta divided by G into cos of beta, since cos of minus beta is equal to cos beta. Range of projectile on an inclined plane. First formula, when the projectile is projected on downward inclined plane, then the range of flight will be given by substituting minus beta instead of plus beta in the above equation. Therefore, we get a range of flight, in this case R is equal to U square divided by G into cos square beta into sine of twice beta plus sine of beta. Number second, when projectile is projected on downward inclined plane, the range will be maximum when alpha is equal to pi by 2 minus beta by 2, and when the projectile is projected on downward inclined plane, the value of maximum range will be R max is equal to U square divided by G into 1 minus sine of beta. First problem, a ball is projected from a point with a velocity of 10 meters per second on an inclined plane. The angle of projection and inclination of the plane are 35 degree and 15 degree respectively with the horizontal. Find the time of flight of the ball when it is projected upwards and downwards the plane. In this problem, a ball is projected from a point with a velocity of 10 meters per second on an inclined plane. Therefore, given entities are velocity of projection U is equal to 10 meters per second, angle of projection with the horizontal alpha is equal to 35 degree, and inclination of the plane beta is equal to 15 degree. Now we will find time of flight when the ball is projected upwards. We know that time of flight when ball is projected upwards, T1 is equal to, we have a formula, T1 is equal to twice U sine of alpha minus beta divided by G into cos of beta. By putting all these values, we will get T1 is equal to 0.72 seconds. And time of flight, now we will find time of flight when the ball is projected downwards. We also have a formula, T2 is equal to twice U sine of alpha plus beta divided by G into cos of beta. Since in this case ball is projected downwards, therefore T2 will become twice U sine of alpha plus beta divided by G into cos of beta. By putting above values in this equation, we will get T2 is equal to 1.62 seconds. Therefore, answer of this problem, time of flight of a ball when it is projected upwards is equal to T1 is equal to 0.72 seconds, and time of flight of ball when it is projected downwards the plane, T2 is equal to 1.62 seconds. Next problem, a plane has a rise of phi in 12. A shot is projected with a velocity of 200 meters per second at an elevation of 30 degree. Find the range of plane if number 1 the shot is fired up the plane, and number 2 the shot is fired down the plane. In this problem, a plane has a slope of phi in 12. Therefore, given entities are tan of beta is equal to phi by 12. Therefore, we get beta is equal to 22.6 degree. We have Also given entity, velocity of projection with the horizontal u is equal to 200 meter per second and angle of projection alpha is equal to 30 degree. First of all, in this problem we will find a range of plane when shot is fired up the plane. We know that range of plane when shot is fired up the plane r1 is equal to, we have formula r1 is equal to u square divided by g into cos square beta into sine of twice alpha minus beta minus sine beta. By putting all these given values in this equation, we will get r1 is equal to 1066 meter. Now we will find range of plane when shot is fired down the plane. We also know that the range of plane when shot is fired down the plane r2 is equal to u square divided by g into cos square beta into sine of twice alpha plus beta plus sine of beta. Since we know that when the projectile is projected on downward inclined plane, the range may be found out by substituting minus beta instead of plus beta in the equation. Therefore, by putting above given values in this equation, we will get R2 is equal to 6592 meters. Therefore, answer of this problem, the range of plane if the shot is fired up the plane R1 is equal to 1066 meters and range of plane if the shot is fired down the plane R2 is equal to 6592 meters. Last point of this chapter, concept of instantaneous center of rotation, ICR. We know that in general plane motion, which is combined motion of rotation and translation, it is possible to locate an imaginary point in XY plane about which a body may be assumed to have a pure motion of rotation without performing any motion of translation. This imaginary point about which pure rotational motion is assumed to have is called as instantaneous center of rotation, ICR, which is denoted by C or I. Properties of instantaneous center of rotation. Number one property, instantaneous center of rotation is a point of zero velocity. Number second, instantaneous center of rotation is an imaginary point. Number third, instantaneous center of rotation may lie inside or outside the body. Number fourth, instantaneous center of rotation is changing every instant and it is not a fixed point. And number 5, instantaneous center of rotation does not have a zero acceleration. Please note that this video is prepared for academic use only to solve the problems related to projectile motion and concept of instantaneous center of rotation for UG students only. Thank you. Thanks a lot. For any query, please feel free to contact me on mail or on mobile. Thank you.